Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boy Orion out here starting a petition to ban white bitches from an internet connection. Before we get into this, I just wanted to say that according to YouTube, on my last video, there was exactly one person watching who wasn't subscribed. So if you're looking at this and you see the button is red, then subscribe, fucker. Okay, so today we're going to be taking a look at a video titled, I Am Too Pretty. A pretty bold thing to say there, Trisha, but let's just see if she really lives up to the hype.
Hi, I'm Callie, and I'm going to tell you a story that might seem a little unusual.
No, bro. I got a Pornhub premium subscription. Ain't no storyline you can hit me with that will seem unusual to me, fam.
I'm really pretty. Like, beautiful.
Cal!
I know that might sound like bragging, and to be honest, it feels like bragging because I don't always feel beautiful. But enough people have told me I am that I've come to believe that is how most people perceive me.
Yo, she's talking like she's some holy creation. The way she talking, she better give me a stiffy on sight, bro. Dead ass though, ugly hoes always got the toughest talk. Like one of them will appear on my Instagram feed while I'm eating breakfast out of nowhere, and all the comments will be like, oh my god, Jenna's so beautiful. I'm like, oh boys, get ready, we about to look at a baddie. And when I swipe out of the comments, it's like someone dropped my ass on the Alaska coast because I'm fucking whale watching.
The attention I got from my appearance started when I was a baby. People would tell my mom, oh, you have such a beautiful baby.
Pipe down, Trisha. That happens to everyone. Even I got called cute as a baby, and now I'm out here looking like Kermit the Frog had a crippling meth addiction for 60 years. I mean, what are they actually supposed to say? Hey, yo, Becky, that baby looking bare ugly, fam. Should've aborted it when you had the chance. No, they're gonna call you pretty. Obviously, you're a baby.
You should enter her in contests.
They got beauty pagans for fetuses now? I'm gonna go have to hit up the baby pagan on the scout for some baddies, fam.
Pedo!
What?
Pedo!
I'm not a pedo, and if I was, you'd be safe, you tubby little ginger cunt.
Pretty normal, right?
Fuck no. Not normal at all. But I digress.
I mean, people love babies. But it continued when I was a toddler. A modeling agent approached my mom in a restaurant when I was 3 to see if she could sign me.
Cap. Either that's straight horseshit or your mom is highly mistaken. Like, why in fuck's name would a modeling agency be interested in a 3-year-old, you dumb bitch? Nah, for real though, either you lying or your mom is a hashtag survivor.
Yo, killing me with this!
My mom said no. 3 was too young, she thought. But the attention didn't stop as I grew older. And eventually, my mom was asking me if I would consider a career in modeling or acting. By that time, I was starting to feel really self-conscious. People commented on my looks so much. I hadn't even hit puberty yet, and I was already getting catcalled on the street.
Bro, what the fuck? I've just about had it with this shit. Where the hell did you grow up where you were getting catcalled as a preteen, fam? Nobody publicly displays attraction to 11-year-olds, fam, or they finna end up on the Chris Hansen special. Also, how can you be self-conscious about being beautiful? Like, that ain't how it works, chief. And before one of you comment warrior simps say it is possible, politely shut your damn trap. I got homies who are so damn ugly they trick-or-treat over the phone. They still got no shame. How the fuck can you be self-conscious for looking like Cinderella, fam? It ain't possible.
I loved math and science, but nobody seemed to care that I was good at those things. Most adults I interacted with commented on how I'd be beating the boys away with sticks soon, or how I'd have no trouble finding a husband.
This girl must have grown up in the single sussest town in the world, because she basically saying, man, when I was 10, 40-year-old men would approach me on the street saying I'm one of the baddest caramel brownies they seen in a minute. Like, bro, no, they fucking didn't, because that's a case. If you was really that pretty, you would have been kidnapped by now.
When I was 13, I started a YouTube channel dedicated to robotics.
Ayo, respect for the YouTube thing, but who the fuck watches robotics on YouTube, man? Holy shit, get a life.
One of my greatest loves. But in the comments section, people would leave comments like, you're hot, or shame you're not legal. Stuff that made me really uncomfortable.
Some girls just really think they all that, huh? Pipe down, Princess Fiona, for fuck's sake.
I kept my textbooks over my chest in the hallways at school. I started getting so anxious about when the next unwanted comment would come that I would spend breaks between classes in the restroom throwing up.
Oh my god, I'm so worried someone's gonna call me pretty. I'm gonna throw up.
I started showing up late for class so I didn't have to walk through the halls when there was a crowd. And the other problem with being too pretty, people don't like you. Other girls think you're full of yourself. And guys only want you so they can brag to their friends about how they got with you.
Now, this may sound very radical to you, Trisha, but maybe, just maybe, it's more of a reflection of your character than a reflection of your good looks. Like, take it from me, girl. You fucking full of yourself.
People also don't think you're smart. I was the butt of so many dumb blonde jokes, even though I was a great student.
Alright, I sympathize with you there, fam. I'm blonde too. And I'm actually retarded.
Once, my mom told me I was so pretty that I wouldn't need to worry about going to college.
I mean, in my books, that's a pretty large W.
I'd be able to snag a doctor or a lawyer, and he would take care of me. That hurt more than anything. Between my self-consciousness and the way my classmates resented me, I didn't have any close friends. And with the way people didn't take my aspirations seriously,
Oh, it's this fucker again. Take a break, Chief. She's 11. There you go, Trisha. You should be good now.
started to doubt my own ability to have a career in robotics like I wanted. So I decided that if this was how the world was determined to see me, as just an object, then that's what I'd be. I traded my baggy clothes for low-cut tops. I started wearing lipstick and flirted with the guys who gave me attention, even if I knew they had girlfriends. I did not care about anyone. I'd gossip about the other girls who I knew had been gossiping about me for years.
Hey yo, on the real, this went from fiction to fact real quick. Is this what happens to all the girls? Is this why I'm out here putting my heart in the fucking bag every day to hide myself from these heart eaters?
Never mind, I'll find someone like you.
I stopped trying in my classes. A couple of teachers noticed, but I blew them off when they tried to talk to me. I wasn't sure if this made me happy, but I kept doing it, perhaps because I was so tired of proving my real self to others. I didn't stop. For homecoming, I wore the sexiest dress I could find. A chaperone told me I'd violated the dress code and handed me a sweater to cover up. Everyone looked at me and I could tell they were shocked, perhaps for two main reasons. One, this doesn't look like me because that's not my style, and second, well, because I looked very attractive. However, twinges of my old self-consciousness resurfaced. Then a guy walked by and pinched my backside. That was the last straw.
So I grabbed him by the sack, did a 360 Bruce Lee roundhouse right to his chin, ducked, hit him with an upper left and spammed a Mayweather 1-2, then dipped. Right?
I started to cry uncontrollably.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Should've just stuck with my version of the story, Chief.
People began to stare at me, some of them snickering and whispering to each other.
Even more lies, fam. Literally nobody sees a girl crying at the mall and snickers.
"What are you looking at?" I screamed at them. "Stop staring at me!" I couldn't stop myself. I felt so hurt and confused and alone. I fled the dance and went out to my car. My hands were shaking so badly I was lucky I made it home in one piece. I locked myself in my room and refused to come out. It's not like I could ever go back to school after the scene I'd made. On Monday, I had to go to school as my dad requested. I was so nervous I threw up before school. But I had a meeting with the counselor, who was really nice. I told her I knew how ridiculous and arrogant it sounded to claim I was too pretty, but she said it wasn't ridiculous at all.
Alright, well, all I'm gonna say is that if any of you watching start to think you're too pretty, hit me up and I'll give you a hard reality check. Real though, if you think this is a real life issue, get a fucking hobby, man. Obviously, since this is YouTube and I'm not trying to get terminated again, I'm gonna put this disclaimer that everyone should feel comfortable with their own bodies. Obviously, if someone is actually out there struggling with this, then I hope you're doing okay. And also, if you're out here catcalling 11-year-olds, then please stop. That's gonna be all from me. I love you, boys. See you next time. Peace.